And I'm back with another journey. I'm going to... So I did a journey from Edinburgh to... or Aberdeen to Edinburgh, but because there's no jobs to the next location, I am going to do Glasgow to Newcastle. So, and this is exactly the same truck that I used for the last run. So I don't know. Just wondering what I'm hauling. Ah, olive oil. So this will be a Glasgow to Newcastle run. Should have really done the run from Aberdeen to Glasgow and done Glasgow to Newcastle. But doesn't matter. I can go from any of my unlocked cities. Oh. That truck did not like that hill. driving in a Iveco now. So far I've had a Scania, Mercedes, Iveco, and Iveco, yeah. And Volvo, yeah. I did a Volvo for one of the drives. Going down to Aberdeen. Good to have some rain. Very much UK weather. Someone's broken down there. So earlier when I was doing the drive from Aberdeen to Edinburgh, I actually came across an accident that required a helicopter. Yeah, had to detour around to get to Edinburgh, but still made it within time. There's the exit to Carlisle. But because there were no jobs from Edinburgh to Newcastle, I decided to check the situation from Glasgow, from some of the other cities. Because I've noticed that there's no jobs that go from Carlisle to Newcastle, so I have to go a bit further. nice being out in the countryside. Very much like being in the UK. The big wind farm there. Cottages. What you'd expect to see in the UK. So after the UK, where would you like me to go next? I know that you can go from the UK to Denmark, or should I do France, or should I do Portugal and Spain? France actually might be good, but yeah, I could do east. I could travel east and conquer both unlock the cities in Spain and all that, in Portugal, but I'll have to find out how many jobs there are that go from the UK to Spain or Portugal. Fun. Bit of a windy road here. And here comes the border for the Scottish and it looks like this is the border for Scotland and the UK. So I'm leaving Scotland. Scotland and England, yeah. So I'm now in the... So I'm now actually in England. From Scotland. think that flag was symbolising the border. That's one difference that I think that we'll notice during the rest of the game. When we do the rest of the European map, it will be when you go through different countries, you will actually have physical borders. Like actual border crossings where you have to stop at. Another one of those random event things that happens. Concentrate on the road pool. It's got a big sweeping bend coming up, which you don't want to lose control of the truck on. Past the service station. But yeah, the countryside around the countryside around the UK is actually quite beautiful. Not yet. Okay, I will change lanes here. Don't want to be caught in the wrong lane. One's the harbour and one's actual Newcastle. So I don't want to be going down to the harbour yet, because that's the way to go to the rest of Europe. And I don't really want to be going to the rest of Europe just yet. So the way I'm doing this is if I have to backtrack to any cities, I will I won't be doing any recording, but if I'm going to a new city, I will record. Oh, so this is a new way for me. on the way into Newcastle upon Tyne. This is actually the first time I've been this way. In this game. I did have a career mode going previously, but I didn't get this far. But now that I've restarted, I'm getting as far as I can. It'll be interesting to see what jobs do come up with Newcastle upon Tyne. There's some trains, freight trains. Very industrial city Newcastle is, I think. It's very industrial here. Port city, so from here you can travel from the UK to the rest of Europe. There's a hotel. So I need the thing to turn green before I... Done! And that's all done! I'll be back in a bit. Till next time, goodbye.